Whoa. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Puck Drops here. It's Peter Flockman, of course. And our show is do the grading GPA. We're doing the New York Rangers, local team for me. And we're going to grading the players, the management, how they did, looking at statistics, telling you how the team had done, and giving a final GPA, like college grade, on everything and looking at the future. First, look at the standings. The Rangers were a team that were dreadful last year. They missed the playoffs. They missed it again for a second straight year, but they seem to be rebuilding and they seem to understand what's going on directly on their season. They were seventh in the Metropolitan Division, and were 32, 36, and 14 with 78 points, just above, only 4 points above their rival New Jersey Devils at seventh in division, which wasn't good, but they weren't supposed to be. So a decent season for the Rangers. And when we look at their centers, look at the Swede that they had drafted 2 years ago, Elias Anderson, a 20-year-old in his first full season in the National Hockey League. He played 42 games, scoring 2 goals, tallying it 4 assists, and getting 6 points to boot. Philip Heathel, who is a 19-year-old older that's been in the organization for some time, but has brought up to be a huge star, and he played 75 games this year, scoring 11 goals, tallying 12 assists, and getting 23 points, which the total wasn't huge, but you're really seeing a budding superstar. Brett Howden, a 21-year-old bullish type center, lower ground guy, Calgary born and raised, 66 games played for him. He was a rookie, all of them this year, scoring 6 goals, 17 assists, and 23 points. Good for an underrated rookie. Boo Nieves is a 25-year-old that they like in the organization. He played 43 games this year, scoring 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. He was supposed to be a big-time scorer. He hasn't reached that level, but we'll see in the next few years. Decent output from him. Vladislav Nemestikov, the former Tampa kid, 26-year-older. He was traded in the McDonough trade deal last year. He comes in playing 78 games, scoring 11 goals and 20 assists, and with the cold drought along the way, 31 points, pretty good for him as well. And then we look at Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome, who had a good year, the former Islander and Oiler, including a late goal at the end of the year, which helped for motive. He played in every single game except for one. 81 games played, scoring 19 goals, 16 assists, and 35 points. That is a definite point total for him, which was really good for Strome. Mika Zibanejad, a 26-year-old player, former Senator draft pick in 2012, I believe, 11. He has become a huge star with the New York Rangers, the top point getter, scoring 30 goals in those 82 games, 44 assists, and tallying 74 points for the New York Rangers. And for the centers, I would give that. The potential is high. The point total is not there, so I'm going to give it a 1.8, but I see so much potential. I'll go on wingers now. Connor Brickley. He's a 27-year-older, former draft pick of the Florida Panthers in 2010. 14 games played only, scoring 1 goal and tallying 3 assists for 4 points. Not great. Pavel Buchnevich, who is a 24-year-old they like a lot in the program. 64 games played, 21 goals, 17 assists, and 38 points for Buchnevich. It can rise, but he's had a really good year. Jesper Fast, who actually got the alternate this year, and 27-year-old winger, playing in 66 games, scoring 8 goals, 12 assists, and 20 points, which was it's not a great amount for 66 goals, though, and that's going to have to rise after a good start to the year. One of the longer tenured guys, Chris Kreider, 28-year-old winger, 79 games played. He scored 28 goals, 24 assists, 52 points. Good for an older guy. He had a really nice season on the Zibanejad line. Brendan Lemieux, who is a rookie, he's the son of Great Devil and Avalanche forward Claude Lemieux, and he was drafted by the Jets. But in the Hayes deal, he comes over to the Rangers as a big young kid who can score and can also lay the punches and lay the body. He comes in playing in 63 games, scoring 12 goals, 5 assists, and 17 points. And then the last winger we'll look at, Jimmy Vesey. The Boston raised kid, 25-year-older, played in every game except for one, scoring 17 goals, 18 assists, and 35 points. The wingers were not bad, but again, young and potential, so I'm going to keep them with the centers with the 1.8. And we'll go to defense. Frederick Kleishen, defenseman for the Rangers, 26-year-older, playing in 37 games, scoring 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points for Kleishen, which is not bad. Tony DeAngelo, he's a 23-year-older, second year in the league, 61 games played, 4 goals, 26 assists. The points are there. Maybe like 1 or 2 more goals on a year, but the assists were big, and he had a good point total for a player that will only get better. Libor Hyak is a rookie that played in only 5 games, but he scored 1 goal and the 1 point. So not much to judge, but it looks like a good career for him. Neil Piant has blossomed in his second full year with the New York Rangers, with 73 games played, 6 goals, 20 assists, and 26 points. And for a defenseman, that's a good amount. And he comes in with great numbers and some highlight reel goals as well. Kevin Shattenkirk, the older veteran, 30-year-older who had great success with the St. Louis Blues and Washington Capitals, he comes in playing 73 games, scoring 2 goals and 26 assists, 28 points. It's decent, but he's been on and off with injuries. Then they come in with their 2012 first-round pick, Brady Shea. He plays in 78 games, scoring 8 goals, 17 assists, 25 points, which is decent. And then Brendan Smith, 30-year-older, who used to play for the Red Wings as well, but with the Rangers, plays in 63 games, scoring 4 goals and 9 assists and tallying 13 points. Not great. And then their leader on defense, Mark Stahl, the 32-year-old defenseman, plays in 79 games, scoring 3 goals, 10 assists, only 13 points. The young players have had some good numbers defensively and with the point total, but the older defensemen have the discipline, but they've got to be able to score more, and they just were not. So I definitely put the New York Rangers defense at 1.4. Look at the 2 goalies they've got. Big-time veteran, 37-year-old Henrik Lundqvist. Again, a productive year for King Henrik. He plays in 52 games, starts all of them, 18 and 23, but that's, again, because the team was playing some good competition and not as good as they have been in past. 10 of those go to overtime. He had played no shootouts this year, which is interesting. And his goalie average, 3.07, which is not great. 907, that's a good save percentage. He's had some great games. Henrik Lundqvist will probably retire a Ranger. He'll play for a few more years, and the good thing is that the Rangers have finally kept a young goaltender after having issues with the Cam Talbot and with their goaltending issues they had previously with Antti Ranta going to Arizona and Cam Talbot leaving to Edmonton and later to Philadelphia. They weren't able to keep their young star goalies, but they now have Alexander Georgiev, the only Bulgarian goalie, the only Bulgarian player in the National Hockey League. He played in 33 games, started 30 of them, 14 and 13. The save percentage was .914, and the goalie average 2.191. Similar goalie average to Lundqvist, but the save percentage was there. decent goaltending. It's going to get better and better as they improve. I would say I would put them at a 1.5, but the goaltending is going to excel as it goes when Lundqvist hands the torch over to Alexander Yurgiev. So coaching, the Rangers hired a rookie coach this year from Boston, the UMass, Dave Quinn. He's an excellent young coach. He reminds me a lot like Mike Sullivan, the great coach from the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's a guy that understands the college system. He understands the American Hockey League system. He especially because of where he is in the Boston connection, knows young American players and can deal with them as well as all the older players. Loves that task of development and really understands discipline. And also was a guy that played as the mucker and the grinder in the National Hockey League before. I think he can have great success, and the future is going to get even brighter and brighter. I'm going to give this really a 3.5 for the Rangers. I thought Dave Quinn did an excellent job. And in the general manager of the New York Rangers, they're still looking for, obviously, Jeff Gorton. He has said that he's going to leave as soon as they find another general manager. But Jeff Gorton did an excellent job with the free agency, understanding draft picks, gathering draft picks. We have the Dallas Stars in the playoffs. They make the conference final due to the Zuccarello trade. Although a loss of a fan favorite, the New York Rangers will get another first-round draft pick this season, along with the Winnipeg first-round draft pick and a high second-rounder from the Tampa Bay Lightning, as well as the second pick in the overall draft. Jeff Gorton's done a great job. I am only going to put this at a 2.4 because I think he's one of the best general managers in the league, but it's only listed at 2.4 because we do not know if they'll get John Davidson or who the general manager will be in New York Rangers. Young player to watch, Philip Hethel. Philip Hethel is going to become an incredible forward for the New York Rangers and in the National Hockey League. And there's so much outstanding work and output for him. The player that needs to improve is Kevin Shattenkirk. He used to be a Mike Green type player, absolute offensive threat, and in a different type of league with the face-offs and power plays. Not the same player, but he's good and he's going to improve. I really think he's going to have to, though, or a trade might be in work for this veteran. My overall GPA for this team is a 2.3. I think that they had a bad season, but it's really just mud under the water, and they knew they were going to have a bad season, and the way they were able to deal with the roster and make it improve as the season went along and into next season, they have such a future ahead of them. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Watch, sub, like, everything for that. I will not be able to do a video in probably an hour or two, but I'll make sure when I can, I'll do the next video. That'll be on the Ottawa Senators. So fans in the capital of Canada, take notice for that, and that will be a very intriguing one. So thank you, everybody. Have a good day, and happy hockey.